Ho, to, to, to.
Yeah.
Ho, to, to, to. He's in the bush. He's in the bush.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Oh, God. Hello. Welcome back to the Trunking Hour. Yes, well, my name is Lord Augustus Pomfordom Trunkington III, yes. So, obviously, you know, I used to be on the television. A long time ago, I was on the television, yes. Yes. But, I haven't been on the telly for a while. So I thought, might as well, seeing as I'm stuck at home, might as well get back into it. So here we go. Yes. Welcome back to season 80 of the Trunking Hour. Oh. Yes. Now you lovely little people have been sending in some requests for songs for me to do. Yes. Oh. This. Ah. Oh, to, 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 to. Oh, to, to, to. He's in the bush. He's in the clouds. He's in the clouds. Ho, to, 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 to. Yes. I thought I'd serenade you all with some music to begin with. Okay, let's get it going, shall we? Ho, to, 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 to. Ho, to, 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 to. He's in the bush, he's in the clouds, he's in the hills, he's everywhere. La 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 la, do, 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 do. He's in the bush, he's in the clouds. Oh, ho, to, 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 that was an old one for the fans. Yes, lovely to be here, obviously. That was a track for the fans. Yes, used to be the theme tune for this little thing, But, times move on, and we've got some people calling in, apparently. Got some guests coming in to have a little look-see at what's going on. Yes, lovely. So, before that, I'm going to sing another little tune for you. Oh, this is you. If you know this one, sing along. Oh, There we go. When you walk down to the woods today, you will see the baby deer and the bear and the owl and the fox. Yes. When you walk down to the woods today, and the bear and the owl and the fox. Yes. So I wrote this song about 40 years ago for my little son Johnny. Johnny, what a lovely young chap, So this came to me when I encountered an owl in the woods, owl was, he was very strange, you know, very strange. But, yeah, let's get back into it. When you're walking down to the woods, or the woods, or the woods, or the plain, oh, when you see the baby deer and the bear and the owl and the fox, oh, when you walk down to the woods, down to the woods today, oh, you may see the baby deer and the bear and the owl and the fox. Yes. So, obviously we've got another caller coming in, so basically this person is going to phone in, ask some questions, you know, and then I'm going to answer them, and then we'll have one more song and a little chat with me about my life. But yes, so this is the trunking hour, and I will get back to you soon. Yes, so our first caller in is Al McWigan. Yes. Let's play the clip.
Alright, Trunky. Just got a couple of questiones for my man. If I were you, what would I do?
Well, you know, I think if you were me, I think you'd be the one answering the questions. Then that would mean that I would probably be you. And I would be asking myself the questions, even though I am you, but you are me, if you understand. Yes. So it seems Al McWigan has another question for us. So let's have a little look-see.
Alright, second question. I need help.
Well, I don't really know what to say about that. A very strange question. Maybe you should call the police or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, so our next caller in is the wonderful Churchy Spanks from the television. Yes, I know Churchy Spanks. What a marvellous young chap. Let's go and play Churchy's clip, shall we?
Have you?
Bit of a strange question, I've got to be honest, but have I? Let's have a little think here, shall we? I mean, I have done plenty of things, you know. I've been the first person to skydive whilst wearing a suit completely made of pasta, yes. I have also created my own language, you know, the Trunkington language. It goes, yes, that meant good evening, people. Yes. I've also set up 39 different luncheons, and that's only this year. Obviously the luncheons are a lot harder now that I'm stuck at home, but I'm doing my best. Yes, and I once gave Squire a makeover. It didn't go very well, seeing as he has no skin, you see. But we made it work, yes. So, the answer to your question, have I? Yes.
If you had to drive a car, would you drive my car? Oh, yes.
Why, of course I would, Churchy. You're a marvellous young lad. Yes, so the next person calling in is the wonderful Ricky Spatula. Now, let's see what Ricky has to say. Alright, Trunky. It's your boy Ricky Spatula, you know what I'm saying? Ricky Spatula. Now, I've got a question for you. Basically, what's your favourite chocolate bar, right? What's your second favourite ice cream? And what's your favourite type of fish? Nah. And why? That's what I need to know. Favourite ice cream, favourite chocolate bar, second favourite type of fish, and why? Yeah. Ricky Spatula. Yeah. Ricky Spatula out. Yes, well, I suppose my favourite chocolate bar. Ooh, what a marvellous question. What a marvellous question from a marvellous young man, yes. So let's have a little think, shall we? My favourite chocolate bar would probably be... yes, it would probably be the creamy wafer Jus al Delagou. Yes, this was a regional chocolate bar from where I live, you know. In the village where I live, they used to serve these little wafers, little lovely wafers, yes. And these wafers would, a thin layer of wafer biscuit, you know, thin layer of wafer, little bit of cream, little bit of cream in the middle, tiny little layer of cream with some thin coating of chocolate on the outside. I think raspberry flavoured chocolate on the outside, and there was a thin, very thin layer of meat on the middle, yes. I think it was beef or something, yes, marvellous. Oh, it's marvellous, yes. Yes, good memories, yes. So yes, Ricky, that's my favourite chocolate bar. My second favourite ice cream. Let's have a little think here, shall we? Second favourite ice cream is probably the beef goujou that they serve back where I'm from. Basically, it's a beef flavoured ice cream. Little caramel on top, some berries from the woodland on the top, yes. And my favourite type of car, let's have a think. I do have a chariot back home, which I do love. It's not really a car, but, you know, it's a chariot. Yes, and my chariot is pulled by 7 hogs. Yeah. It's very magnificent. So yes, thank you, Ricky. So our next caller in is Alvok McWidgeon. Lovely American man from across the pond, you know. So Alvok has a little question for us.
Alright, I gotta be honest. Due to contractual obligations with PMix, I cannot stand any closer to this iPad. I have a restraining order from Apple that I cannot be near an Apple product or any technology for that matter. So I'm gonna be at this distance. Trunkington, what's it like? What's it like to, you know, not be a slave to corporate interest? That's what I want to know. What's it like? You know, I've been shitting out cans for 25 years now, and it's really starting to grind my gears, you know. It's really starting to eat me up inside. Why, I could do something pretty crazy right now. So yeah. Peace out. Oh shit. I guess we'll just leave the recording on. Yeah. So, I'm just gonna go.
Well, it's very freeing, Alvok, you know. I mean, you've been part of these corporations for so many years, you know. And PMix has really been owning you, pretty much. It's a very terrible business, what's going on. But I just think you have to get out of that at some point, my friend, you know. But it's very freeing, you know. I can pretty much say whatever I want. Not on this show, obviously. But, yes, I feel people who are tied down to things like that, it's never good, you know, very terrible business, yeah, so it's very freeing. So our next person calling in is the wonderful man of nature himself, Spencer Overall, a lovely young man. And of course his good friend Squire, who I've known for many a moon. So, let's play the clip. Oh, fuck you, mate. Oh, Trunky, little fucker. Yeah, oh. Spencer Overall, man of nature. If I say Squire, my boy Squire. Ooh, Squire. Ooh, hey, little fucker. You bastard. Oh, I've got a question for you, right? Alright, so, Squire, ready to ask him? Yeah. So, little question, so, what is your favourite thing about the nature? You know what I'm saying? Oh, the nature. I miss it. What's the favourite thing about the nature? Squire. Yeah. Squire, you got a question for him? Oh. What do you think, Squire? Well, I've got a question for you, mate. What is your favourite thing about being at home? That's a very weird question, mate. Yeah, so, anyway, that's us. Yeah. What's the favourite thing about being in nature? And what's the favourite thing about being at home? Yeah. Ooh. Alright, pop down, little bugger. Well, Spence, my favourite thing about the nature would be the woods. I love walking through the woods every morning. Yes. And of course when I'm walking through the woods I like to look at the trees and the little birds, little delicate little people. And you know, I like to look at the river flowing through the middle. Yes. So that would be my favourite thing about the nature, young boy. And my favourite thing about indoors, Squire, I think would be... let me have a think. I do love a luncheon. An indoor luncheon or outdoor. This one could apply to either. I do love a luncheon, but obviously recording these little videos would be one of my favourite things about being indoors, yes. Okay, so our next caller in is the marvellous Peter McFuckula. Or Pete Fuck, as people would call him. Yes, marvellous man. So, let's see what Peter has asked.
Alright, it's just, Peter's McWangers here. So, I was just thinking, what's Trunkington up to these days, you know? What's he doing? Yeah, that's about it, innit? Yeah.
Well, what have I been up to? Well, obviously I've been filming this, which is very good. There's not much else to do, really. While you're stuck at home, you know. I've had a few digital luncheons. Had a luncheon with the Dark One earlier, which was very nice. Through the computer, you know. Marvellous stuff. Yes, lots of luncheons and a lot of filming. Yeah.
I've always said, Trunkington, great guy, you know, little bit eccentric. But what I really want to know is what's it like being a mouse? What's it like? Must be fucking crazy.
Well, I don't really know what it's like being a mouse, to be honest. I suppose everything would be very big for you, wouldn't it? Everything would be very large and you'd be very small, a little small mousey, yes. Yes, but, you know, shitting pellets as well. That's what you have to bear in mind if you are living as a mouse. That's very different, you know. I once knew a man who shat pellets. Very strange man. Yes. But, yes. Try to avoid those mouse traps. Yes. Yes, of course. Yeah, so next up we have a little message from our good friend, the Dark One. Yes. Hello, Lord Trunkington. It's me, the Dark One. I was basically just wondering, what is the longest voyage you have been on? I like to go on voyages a lot, and I was just curious. But I suppose the longest journey I've ever been on, I think, longest voyage I've been on was probably my great travels to find the magic conch. Yes. I must have told you about this. There was a sea king, you know. A sea king, very strange man. Big seaweed all bubbling from all of his orifices, you know. And he had all these tubes upon his person. And basically I voyaged to his world, under the depths of the sea, to try and find the magic conch, you see. And marvellous, magical thing, you know. So I found the conch, and it was a very, very, very powerful adventure, you know, very long. It took me, but yes, very long. I won't go into the details, but it took me about a year of my life. I was travelling to find the conch, you know. But yeah, so yes, that would answer your question. Yes, so thank you very much to everybody who's been calling in. And I've got, yes, that's all the questions for now. But basically we're going to have a little story about my life, and then another song. And then that's it. But, yeah. So, this is another little tune. This one I wrote this tune about my father, Lord Augustus Andaldron Romanus Trunkington II. What a lovely man. Now, let's have a little... First I'm going to have a little talk about the story behind this track, you know. So basically my father would always take me down to the waterfalls. I lived in a lovely little village. Well, I lived near the village, obviously. Me and my father owned a little plot of land, you know. Trunkington Palace is where we dwelled most days, you know. Many luncheon was attended, and, you know, many fete was attended in the village. Me and my father would head down to the fete, grab us some little nibbles, you know. I used to have these cakes. They were called crack cakes, I think. There was this man, creature, serving them. He had a hand on his nose. Actually, I think Crack Goblin was his name, I think. I can't really remember. Very blurry. But this crack man would serve us the crack cakes, you know, little buns, very little juicy pieces of fruit inside, you know. Little meat layer in the middle, beef or something. Very nice. Fruit and beef, you know. Nothing beats some fruit and beef in the morning, you know. So in the morning we would head down to the market, grab our crack cakes, you know. Hot dough in your pocket. You would move on through the woodland, lovely view from the woods, you know. And then we'd head down to a little crevice in the woods where there would be a waterfall. Yes. So basically the waterfall was lovely, golden water flowing down, you know, lovely. And I would stand and I would look at the water and think, wow, this is lovely. And the waterfall would trickle down the rocks, the crystal, you know, crystal clear water, crystals up on the side, lovely. And me and my father would look at the waterfall and we'd think, wow, that is beautiful. My father said to me, I remember, I'll never forget this, he said, Augustus, you little scallywag, you. He said, you will grow up to be a lovely young man. A lovely young man, and you will attend all the luncheons in the land, you know. And I said, oh, that's not me, yes. All the lunch meat you can eat, you know. And then we sat next to the waterfall. And he said to me, Augustus, you shall return here in many years to come. I'm still yet to return there, but there's a little tune I wrote about that feeling, you know, about the crack cakes and the waterfall and the woods and the crystals and all of that, you know. And of course my father, lovely. So let's get into it. Oh. There we go. Oh, when you go down to the waterfall and you walk down to the woods and then you see the crystals. Oh, looking at the crystals, oh, my father, my father. Yes, there we go. Oh, when you're eating all the crack cakes that you can and stuffing them into your face, and you try not to get your nose in the way. The Trunkingtons are known for having large noses, as you can see. Oh, when you walk down to the woods and you see the view from the trees and the woods. And when I was walking through the woods, I saw this man. Very interesting. This man was wearing blue, like the sky. He had a bag over his shoulder and he was shouting. He had a stick in his hand. He called himself the Man of Nature. I have no idea what that means, but you know. And later I realized this was my good friend Spencer. I'll get into that another time. But when you walking down through the woods to the sea, to the sea, to the clear, clear water, when you go down to the waterfall, and the waterfall is there. So I went down to the waterfall with my father, went down to the waterfall with my father, and then I said to him, Father, look at the water. And I said to him, Father, look at the water. And then I went down, and then we sat in the water and let the water fall with its golden rays of water flowing over us. And I said, Father, this is the best time in the world. Oh, it's the best time of the world when you're sitting in the waterfall. Everybody sing it, come on. It's the best time of the world when you're sitting in the waterfall. Oh, it's the best time of the world when you're sitting in the waterfall. So I went down to the shop and then I had the crack cakes and then I went up to the woods and I went through the woods and I saw the Man of Nature in the woods and he said to me, don't look at me. So I looked down and then I said to my father, who is that? And he said, that's the owl. And I boarded the owl. So I know the owl is never good. And then I went down to the sea and then went down to the water, to the waterfall with the crystalline rocks all above, and then the clear golden water was flowing on my face, and my father said, meet me here in 10 years when you're a man. And I said, yes, Father, and I shall take my son Johnny down to the waterfall as well. Oh, the waterfall, waterfall, ah, the waterfall. Ooh, the waterfall. Ooh, yes, the waterfall. Oh, that brings back good memories, I tell you. Very good memories. Ah, yes. That's the end of the show, everybody. Yes, it's been very good. Very good. Until next week. I'm going to be starting to put these out every week again, because obviously it's been too long. Yes, I'm having a luncheon, a digital luncheon with my good friend Squire later, so that should be good. But basically, yes, thank you very much for watching The Trunking Hour. We are back. which was very exciting. Yes, good luncheons to all. Keep trunking, everybody. And good night. Oh, yes. Yes, very good. Very good. Yes.